Hello, good evening, everybody. Happy late Sunday night, March 27th, and early Monday, March 28th of 2022. I thought I would like to, it's Brian here. I would like to discuss about some of the very positive things, what is really going to be happening this spring as well. And also, I'm going to be doing some follow-ups this week between the last week of March, before the beginning of this April. So here's some very positive things I'm going to say about right now. And this is very positive news, what's going to be happening later on this April of next month in 4.5 weeks from this coming week. So later on this April of next month. So here goes. Everybody, I really want to pass on the very exciting news, what is going on as well. I am very pleased to announce, to tell each as well as every one of you that I will be going back to school. I'm starting school at MacEwan University, doing Adobe Photoshop courses between end of April, between Saturday, April 30th, as well as the following next month, the first 2 weeks of May of this spring of this year. And if all of this goes well, in fact, I will be enrolling back to Adobe Photoshop course level 2 at my campus at school at Nate in the Spruce Avenue community come the end of summer holidays of this next fall of next September. In fact, I'm wanting to let each and every one of you know that my cousin Jariah turned 5 years old 4 or 5 days ago on Thursday, March 24th. He is actually going to be 6 years old in March of next year of 2023 and 7 years old of March of 2024 when the time comes. So this is positive news. Now, the very positive news for me is that this week, I'm also going to follow up with the Pet Value Downtown people in the downtown area to ask if they are still hiring people or still looking for part-time people, because the reason is I would like to tell you that you can recall this January of 3, almost 4 months ago, this winter, I dropped off my resume at the Pet Value Downtown. So they haven't responded back to me just yet. So I'm going to follow up this week to ask if they are still hiring people. And right now, I'm still looking for another part-time job position that is close to my house here in the south side, close to my place. So, where it's convenient for me to get to work to, but also where it's convenient for me to come home after work at a more reasonable time. So that way, a couple of things. One, where it's less of a hassle, where it's less hectic. Since the main reason is that I have been making a lot of fair and smart decisions, as well as very wise choices since before and after I left my last job, when I used to work for Chateau for 6 years. But after 6 years of working there in West Edmonton Mall, I've made that wise decision. No more working in retail at West Edmonton Mall and Southgate Mall anymore. It's too much. It's too chaotic. It's gross, it's sick, and I can't stand that anymore. And it gums up my time and my school schedule. So this is why this year, before this summer, as well as after this coming summer, as well as next fall of next September, for the 2022-2003 semester term, I'm focusing on finding another job that's closer to my place on the south side, where I feel comfortable doing for my work and what I'm interested in doing for my work part-time while focusing on my studies. So aside from all this, I am still going to make very careful decisions in between my new part-time work schedule as well as my school, like being very careful about filming various public transit systems, as well as filming DJs and nightclubs here in Edmonton, as well as various elevators in random places. But also, most importantly, not slamming the elevator doors on people, especially long-term care staff, because it's not right, it's wrong. And most importantly, not riding my bike in long-term care homes because they're not meant for bike riding. And once everything is all clear, I'll be able to do so again. Now, now that's been put aside, I just want to tell each and every one of you is that last Wednesday, my mom and I saw The Wolf and the Lion at South Edmonton Common on the south side. And it was a very nice fiction movie. It looked kind of similar like the Disney movie of The Fox and the Hound, that animated Disney classic, but it's kind of similar that way. Now, before this coming summer, I want to let you know that this May, my 29th birthday is going to be coming up as well. And I'm also going to be coming up with ideas what I would like to do to make my 29th birthday very special this spring of May of this year, as well as this coming next year of 2023 in honor for my 30th birthday, the big 30, as well as my 31st birthday in spring of May 2024, and my 32nd birthday in May of 2025. So that's some positive things too. And the most positive thing for me is that this year is going to be different. Things are going to be much more easier for me to refocus on my studies before the summer holidays as well as after summer holidays of this year, as well as reworking my plans that I've had temporarily put off for the past 2 years because of the uncertainty. But most importantly, everyone, I'm wanting to let you all know is that I have reached over 10,100 posts on my Instagram, and now, in not too distant future, I'd be up to 11,000, and that makes 9,000 more to 20K. But aside from all this, I really want to say most importantly, I'm still going to rework my stuff in between my new part-time work schedule as well as my school schedule this year. Not just before this summer, but also as well as after the summer as we go into this next year of 2022-2023 semester term, as well as the following 2023-24 semester term as well. Now, I'm really wanting to say most importantly that I am definitely going to get a chance to see my friends in Calgary and see them in a public place during the day on my travels this summer, of this July of this year, of this summer of 2022. That's not that far from right now. As well as the following next July of 2023, in July of next summer 2023, in 15 months from this spring of this April of 2022 to the summer of next year. And most importantly, folks, I really want to say is that I hope to get a chance to revisit some of the places in downtown Calgary I have missed, as well as the core, Eau Claire Market, Telus Convention Center, the Bow Skyscraper, and some of the places by the Suncor Energy, First Tower, as well as exploring some of the routes on Calgary Transit by the C-Train area, as long as it's during the day though, and never very late at night, and it's always a good example I follow. But aside from all this, I've been keeping a lot of my things aside, and some things I'm definitely going to rework on, and especially getting our bikes out this spring so we can have it ready before this May of next month, as well as before this June, as well as July. The summer draws near. Now, aside from all this, I just noticed that this week the kids are going to be on spring break from school between yesterday, March 26th, today, March 27th, and now tomorrow, Monday morning of March 28th, Tuesday, March 29th, Wednesday, March 30th, Thursday, March 31st, and the first 3 days of April 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Then they go back to school on Monday, April 4th, the first week of April. Because all the Edmonton Public School students and elementary, junior high, and senior high school students, they get spring break around that time frame. But aside from all this, what I'm very thrilled about, what's going to happen with me, is that I have also made a lot of right decisions since last spring and this past summer of last year. In fact, I'm looking forward to getting my new part-time job sorted out, and also where it's convenient for me to get to work too, between here in the South Side area, and where it's easier for me to come back home to at a more reasonable time after work, and more easier for me to reschedule my stuff in between my new schedule in school. So that's still getting worked on as well. And yes, I'm definitely wanting to tell you is that I will be letting my friends know about my birthday party coming up for my 29th birthday celebration that my mom is saying we're going to plan to do on the third Sunday of Sunday, May 15th, in the middle of May, just before the May long weekend draws near. And we still have tickets for the Alberta Comic Con, for the Comic and Expo. We're going to be doing that once after the summer holiday months, if this July and August is over, come next fall of next September. And now, the most positive thing for me is that what's not going to change in between my new part-time work schedule and school is that I'm still going to go to Raves and Soundwave in between, that I haven't been to for so long. But yes, I've always planned that in the past, and I will definitely get that rescheduled and back on track once more. In fact, most of all, I will still be rescheduling my Hamilton-Toronto trip this year, as well as this year of 2022, as well as the following next year of 2023, as well as the year after 2024. So I'm still going to get the dates sorted out too. Right now I'm still getting my new part-time job and still job hunting for job places that are closer to our place on the south side for work part-time, but also most importantly what allows my school. And right now I'm checking my email to see if I hear anything from the University of Alberta Hospital about a part-time job position that my Auntie Bobby and I emailed this last week. So I've been looking into that day after day. So sometime this week, either tomorrow or Tuesday afternoon, I'm going to follow up with the Pet Value people about if they're still hiring people part-time. So that's going to get that figured out sometime either tomorrow or Tuesday. So YouTubers, I really want to say thank you for hearing me talking about positive things. March 28th of 2022. Stay safe, everyone.